Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video. So this is going to be a showcase for my latest and greatest 7-star rank 4 champion number 21, and that is Future Ant-Man. You can see he even made the top shelf of my account up there with Dark Phoenix, Spider-Woman, Onslaught, Nick Fury, and Spot. So let's go ahead and jump to the first bit of gameplay I have, which is just a bog standard Winter Soldier matchup, just to gauge how he's feeling as a rank 4. On the punching bag of the contest. So ideally we're looking for anywhere from, I would say, like 30 to 50 seconds, anywhere in there I would say is pretty good for a rank 4, you know. So we got one intercept. Luckily, thankfully, it's very difficult to intercept with Realm of Legends AI, you know, until we get set up. Once we get set up, boom, now that we're in the Surging Swarm, and now he'll be more aggressive because of the Surging Swarm. So now it won't be so difficult to land intercepts. And here we're going to drop the special 1, alright. And then here we actually get comboed a little bit, and here he throws his special. So this fight is definitely not going perfectly, but it's alright. We're going to get our second disintegration with a light ending combo right there. And then here we're going to go for the special 2. And you can see we're doing about 67,000 damage per hit on that special there. So that's well over like 250k right there. And that's Winter Soldier. Beast. Dead. RIP. So what was that? Let's see. 46 seconds. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and jump to some Alliance War. So this was actually, I did show this in my last Alliance War video, last war of the season. This is a Dust with essentially the moment you reach 3 debuffs in this fight, she's just permanently unblockable. So I fought Dust here with rank 3 fam, and it was super sketchy. She hit me like over 15 times in the fight or something ridiculous. This was a much more clean version of that fight. I mean, the first time was the first time I ever doing the matchup, you know, so I was still learning, but at this point, like, I have a really good idea of what to do, and I got my rank 4 fam. So you can see here we drop our first special in war with only 1 debuff. This is with boosts on though, and you can see it just does so much damage. We just eviscerate her health bar. And here we're just comboing the specials. We're countering Unstoppable because of the tactic node. And we just get free intercepts. Again, with the Surging Swarm active, the opponent's AI is very aggressive. And we're just landing intercept after intercept. And it's easy. It's great, man. Fam is such a beast. So I do have more Alliance War gameplay, and then a little bit of Battlegrounds gameplay at the end. This, I just recorded this in an off-season war. There's just a Bastion on path number 2. Nothing crazy, some strike counter stuff, but it's strike counter amplify, and Bastion doesn't have like any power gain that we need to worry about. So like I'm just essentially completely disregarding the node. This is essentially just a Bastion. 2 of the best tech champions here facing off against each other. Let me know in the comment section down below, which tech champion do you think is better, Future Ant-Man or Bastion? Would love to hear. I think, you know, overall, I think Future Ant-Man is the superior tech champion overall. But I do think Bastion is probably the better attacker. If it's just talking about attack, I might have to give it to Bastion. Although Fam has that power control, which, you know, is, you can't scoff at power control. So, yeah. Right, as speaking of, we just drain his power, and then we drop the special 2, and he's cooked. But what I love about both Future Ant-Man and Bastion is that they're both tech champions. And I would say, man, tech champions nowadays might have the best mastery. You know, it always been Mystic Dispersion was, you know, the best mastery, the best class-based mastery. Mystic champions like got an unfair advantage to like the rest of the classes in the game because MD is so powerful. But half the new champs coming out now, it's like they're turning off Mystic Dispersion and stuff. You know, it's like it's rare for a tech champ to ever be afflicted or change the way they interact with Collar Tech. And essentially, if you are unaware, what Collar Tech does is just for all tech champions, it lowers the amount of power that the opponent gets when you hit them. Their combative power rates. But all you have to do is have the mastery, spect, and be using a tech champion, and you get this. It's so powerful. Both Fam and Bastion, I love using both these guys with Collar Tech. Stark Spidey as well. Dude, Collar Tech, I highly recommend picking it up if you haven't already, dude. especially if you run a lot of tech champs. It's so good. It's super, super duper powerful. So here we just have a gentle, rank 4 gentle on path number 5. And, you know, Fam is doing his thing. Fam is also a tactic champion. Same with Bastion this war season. They've been two of the best tactic attackers. And, yeah, it just makes dealing with Unstoppable easy peasy. The tactic Unstoppable and Gentle's own natural Unstoppable just being countered by that. You know, even if we weren't able to bypass the Unstoppable, still fairly easy to play around. And, you know, the thing with Gentle is when he throws special, he gets a lot of physical resistance. Future Ant-Man's damage is not physical based, so he's be a great counter for Gentle pretty much regardless. But alright, now we're about to get into the big bad fight of the video, and that is Jean Grey. So this is just a screenshot that someone, and a meme that someone made and sent in my Discord, which is hilarious. And this wasn't even on the boss node. But Tactic Jean in this war, wherever this was from, got 34 kills, which is enough to drop a tactical nuke in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. 34 kills is insane. And that wasn't even the boss node, which is where she is definitely the worst. Is on this boss node right here. So again, this was just an off-season war. I'd pulled up, brought Sim Supreme to get through a Serpent on this mini island, and then Future Ant-Man to fight this Jean Grey boss. And I decided to bring along Odin just to make my armor-ups more potent. And this probably could have been another synergy or pre-fight that I could have brought, but I decided at the end of the day just to go with Odin. I wasn't really giving it too much thought either. So I'm medium boosted. I don't have max boosts on. All medium boosts for orange, red, and green. And I threw on a combat regeneration boost. So we have Jean Grey boss. So what makes her one of the hardest fights in the game and one of the craziest boss fights? Well, it's difficult to just take her down in a 5-minute timer with certain champions. You know, Zola can do this fight really quickly, but he takes some skill for sure to master his playstyle, to get it off. You know, Bastion like times out. Like, it's crazy, and Bastion does so much damage. So why is Fam gonna work here, or is he even gonna work here? Like I said, this was my very first try. I had like heard from other people that Fam could do a boss fight. I'm not running the recoil masteries, which I thought, you know, maybe I should be running those. I'm not sure. So here my controls are inverted after having broken her shield, and here I get off a special 2 with 3 debuffs, and still it's only doing 47,000 damage. Only 47,000 damage? Whereas against that Winter Soldier earlier, unboosted, we were doing like 67,000 damage. So why is our damage so much lower? It's all of the debuffs and Inequity just nuking our attack rating. So we're not doing nearly as much damage because of those masteries. That's just one of the defensive threats, you know, that Jean has. Another one now given to her via the tactic is that Unstoppable. At the start of the fight, I didn't have any endurance active yet, and have the means to be countering that Unstoppable. You can see, like, when that shield is up, dude, we're just doing absolutely no damage, and it takes a while to even break that shield, and we only get a small period while that shield is down. So you can see, man, we're almost 2 minutes into this fight. She's still at 66% health. Like, it's ridiculous. So right here, man, right there, I got robbed. Let's go back for just a quick second. Look at this. So right here, right? I was looking at my inverted controls. It was on the second bar. And then she throws this, and it goes to the third bar, hidden. It's hidden right now. It says 77 hits, and it's getting blocked. What the hell is that? How? What? It's literally being blocked. Like, so dumb. That's so freaking dumb. I have to decipher all these effects on me in the middle of a high-pressure boss fight with, like, so many different things going on, so many icons to pay attention to. Like, it's... Like, there's all that space right above the 100 hits. Why don't they put it up there? Why are we going third row? You're gonna start covering up my own champion. Like, bro, it's ridiculous. But, of course, the way Jean works, you know, when she throws her special attack, after the first hit, there's a chance for an inverted controls to be applied. So you just need to be paying attention for that. But of course, if you are already inverted, well, then you're already inverted, and you don't need to worry about it. It's going to be an inverted special anyways. So, yeah, dude, this fight was just, man, it required such mental focus just to even get this far into the fight, bro. We're 3 minutes in, and for like the entire 3 minutes, I've just been dialed in, just so freaking focused. So boom, here we get off another fat special. Boom, there's a reverse control intercept right there. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I'm trying to keep a really strong and steady pace of just combo after combo after combo, because I don't want to let up. I don't want to let off my foot off the gas, because I don't have time. There's no time to let off. Bro, we gotta speed through this fight. We're breaking all the speed limits in this fight, man. We're not paying attention to anything else. So here I pushed her now up close to 3 bars, so I need to bait. I need to bait right here. Or just throw my special at a kind of an inopportune time, but that will then trigger the power control and get the shield down a little bit quicker. So that's what I opted to do there. Instead of trying to just wait, maybe take 10, 20, 30 seconds to bait out a special attack, you know? Just rely on my power control. Plus, my power was also getting up there, which Fam does have a way to, you know, throw the bar below, but he doesn't have a way to throw like 2 bars below. So if I'm at 3 bars, I can't throw a special 1, you know? Even although I wanted to in that scenario, there's just I couldn't do it, so I had to just kind of throw it. And you can see she's also stacked up on energy resistant passives and physical resist passives as well. She's up to 12 of each of those. Those used to be like buffs, but you know, Mystic Champions would take advantage of the buffs, so they decided to just turn those into passive effects to make these boss fights more fun. So here we have less than 30 seconds left, and I'm just going as fast as possible right now. Bait the special, or sorry, bait the dash out, get off my special. I accidentally dashed back there. I didn't intend to, but it was because of the inverted controls. It just kind of messed me up there. But I'm just firing on all cylinders right now. I'm clock watching. I'm staring at the clock while also trying to combo, while also trying to do everything else in this fight. Here, I make a mistake. I get hit, but it actually kind of ended up working in my favor because that gave me enough power to get to my special 2 quicker, and we take her down, literally timing out the fight within our final special 2 animation. But we did it, man. Like, literally, picture perfect fight. Take her down just in the nick of time. 5-minute boss fight. But rank 4 Fam, dude, handled it. 4 minutes, 54 seconds. No recoils, mid-boosted. Not max boosted, not min boosted, mid-boosted. So in an actual seasonal war, if I'm max boosted, should be doable, you know. I don't know. It'd be difficult to perfectly replicate that fight. Like I said, I feel like I was so locked in playing really well. So, yeah. But I did have a lot of health. You know, there's lots of room for error with Fam being such a tank, Asaurus Rex that he is. You know, so much glancing, being able to take combos and kind of shrug them off. Plus, with all the debuffs, you are getting some willpower healing if you're not running recoils. But I feel like you'd be spamming so many specials that recoils might really start to wear down your health bar. So I don't know, maybe that is the play. Maybe half recoils, I don't know. But yeah, that's future Ant-Man soloing a Jean Grey boss. I was really proud of that one, man. And you can see here, no items used or anything. Boss is soloed. Alright, so I have one more fight for you guys. This was in some Battlegrounds. So this guy placed a rank 4 Mr. Sinister, and if we go back real quick, you can see here, I didn't really have, I could use maybe Crossbones. That's about it. Didn't really have any other good options, and I wanted to save Crossbones for the thing that he has, you know. So I didn't want to use up Crossbones yet. So I was like, I guess I'm going to use Fam. This was my first time ever using him as a rank 4 in Battlegrounds. And he has a pretty good matchup with Crossbones with the current nodes, you know, fueling skill champs against my Gentle. So going in here, like, I know that I need to be fast. And, you know, I've fought many a Sinister with my Fam because I used to bring Fam to AQ all the time, and I do have Mr. Sinister on my my Section 2 lane. So I'm quite familiar with this matchup, and I've had it go very bad because, you know, Mr. Sinister, he can bounce back debuffs. So if you have your disintegration debuffs on him, and he throws a special 1, even if there's no bleeds, he's going to transfer those onto you, and you're going to start degenning. So right here, you see I turtle up immediately after ripping that special 2. So now we have a disintegration on him, and we also have that bleed, but the bleed's worn off. And boom, right here, lucky that he didn't throw that special. That would have been really bad. That would have bounced a degen onto me, and that would have sucked. But right here, boom, we have 1 disintegration. We get to our special 2, we rip it, and rank 4 Mr. Sinister is dead. Freaking cooked, bro. boom, fist bump the nanobots, and you can see we came out of there 50 seconds flat. And like as I come out, my opponent comes out about like 5 seconds later. But you know, I let the animation play out, and you can see, man, that was a rank 4 Mr. Sinister, 50 seconds, 50,800 points. Pretty good, man, for my very first fight with Fam in Battlegrounds, clutching out the round just barely too, and pulling home the dub. It's great. It was great. So yeah, guys, that is all the gameplay I have for you for now when it comes to my latest and greatest 7-star rank 4 champion, the current highest power level in Marvel Contest of Champions as of November 2025. We still have not even gotten a sniff of rank 5 7-stars. That could very well come during Banquet next month, the end of 2025. But right now, rank 4s are by far the highest level, but I'm at 21 of them. Whales are up to 30, 40 rank 4s. So, I mean, it's only a matter of time until we get to those rank 5s. But I'm really happy to have Fam added to my group of rank 4s. One of the best tech champions overall in the game. Undisputably top 3. No one can even argue that. He's such a well-rounded tech champ. Offense, defense, he can just do so much. Power control. Man, he's an animal. And I also got him up to SIG 200 now, so that's great. Prestige increase as well. Yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed the future Ant-Man gameplay. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.